And while there is no doubt that what happened on September 11th, 2001 changed America, it also changed the lives of thousands who were in New York City that day, including a Roanoke man who had just graduated from Roanoke College.
Yeah, September 11th was his first day in the World Trade Center. That's where he was finishing his training program at Morgan Stanley. WSLS 10's Rachel Lucas joins us now live in Salem at the September 11th Memorial. Rachel, how was he able to escape?
Well, he has an incredible story that he can only describe as luck and being able to get to the right place at the right time. Now, he tells me that while he was trying to escape the World Trade Center, he heard what he calls a guardian angel, words of advice from his father that was telling him to get away from danger as quickly as possible. Surviving 9/11 is something that Josh Maddox says has taken him nearly 15 years to understand.
It's still hard to believe. It's hard to believe that, I mean, that's the plane right there, and that's 55, so I was standing to the 54th floor.
And yet, he's left with questions.
I mean, one of the things I think about a lot that will never be answered is, like, why did I walk out of that building? You know, I had no kids to care for, no spouse, no wife, no mortgage, no nothing. I walk out without a scratch.
It was timing, he says, that put him there, and timing that saved his life.
I mean, I was literally out 5 minutes before it fell down.
A recent graduate at Roanoke College, he was 21 years old, finishing a training program with Morgan Stanley, working his first day in the World Trade Center on the 61st floor of the South Tower. He remembers when the plane hit.
All of a sudden we heard this noise and all this paper and debris and stuff started blowing into our window. Then we started looking down and seeing the buildings below us. They were on fire.
Trying to leave the building, he was in a staircase on the 54th story when the plane crashed only 1 story above him.
It was like a bomb went off. I mean, tiles in the ceiling started collapsing. A red metal beam that you see when they're like constructing those buildings just shot out of the wall.
It was then he knew he was running for his life.
I start like literally jumping down flights of stairs. Like I can remember my knees like just, I mean, shaking, like literally hitting each other.
He became trapped in a frantic crowd, unable to move.
But I remember thinking, I'm on the 43rd floor of a building, it may crash, I'm going to die.
But he didn't. He is a survivor. Somehow, unscratched, he made it out alive and left with the perspective of that tragic event we all watched unfold on television.
I've never met one person that can't tell you where they were when they heard about that. I mean, it's universal. I bet you anything that you can tell me where you were. So you got 40.
You were there.
I was there.
A day he knows he'll never forget, but one he says will never keep him from moving forward and appreciating the life that he's been given. Now, another incredible part of this story, as soon as he was able to escape the World Trade Center, he was trying to get back home to Roanoke. He boarded a train to Washington, D.C., not knowing about the attack on the Pentagon. From there, he was able to catch a ride to meet his father at JMU for what he says was the best hug of his entire life. And today, he's doing well, still working at Morgan Stanley. He plans to be married in November. Live in Salem, I'm Rachel Lucas, WSLS 10.